Hey, it's Sammy. On July 16th, we took 309 points out of the Dow futures today, YM. One of the things we'll talk about in this video is these critical levels. You have to learn how to read where price is going to react so you can lock in profits. So let's take a look at these trades and how everything worked out. So this first trade you can see right here, we are punching through overnight high and the value area high. We're actually running through this GAN level for 49 points, which also is the 23.6 Fibonacci level. So you can see it was so fast, I wasn't able to start my video, but this is the trade. I got a quick screenshot of it. It hit my take profit before I even got to run my trailing stop strategy. So that's the power of this data. Look at all that momentum, sentiment, and volatility. Now we are trading pre-market, so there's thin liquidity. You can tell by how tiny the candles are. There's not a lot of price action. We're trying to break through this trend line right here. We have our stop loss set to break even. That protects our equity and our psychology. We're gonna take a break even on this, and that's okay. We'll look for the next opportunity. So we're still pre-market. That's the 8:30 red news right next to us. What that did was that put all of our data into alignment. There's that pivot. We were aiming for that to the left. We finally broke that trend line really strong. We're going to start trailing. We're going to hit this pivot point in this 38.2 Fibonacci right here. We're just going to go ahead and manually close this with 17 points at pivot. So you can see we got back in the trade as it pulled back off a pivot. Look to the left, we bounced off that pink thing. We came back down to our 1 minute kernel and we're going back up through the pivot, but we're stuck here and all of a sudden it takes us out at our break even. That's okay. What happened up there is now we're taking our SOTA signature reversal process off the high of day. One of the key levels I look for is that white line a lot of people love. That's the 200 moving average. As we hit that, we're going to trail here and we're going to have a trailing stop of 20 points lock it. So we could see we popped through what I've identified as a critical price level, that checkpoint. We're also at the long break, which is right by that pivot. We're trying to go long here at the open now. And of course, we're going to take a break-even trade here, and that is okay. We look for the next opportunity and get some price action at the open. There it is. We came down at the open, hit the 23.6, hit two of our checkpoints right to the pin. We're taking off back in the direction of the high time frame data to the long side. Now, all price did was go back up to the open price. So we're going to trail this very aggressively with a plus 32. And when it hits, it's going to hit our plus 32 point stop loss. Amazing. When you trade from a statistical standpoint of view, you understand the market moves a certain amount on every little burst. We're trading a micro move inside of a macro trend. So that's why we trail, because we can take out multiple positions all the way up the really big move by trailing. So we're going to run another trailing of plus 35. Imagine your stop loss as being plus 35 points. All right, remember our checkpoints now. We went up, we made a new value area high, we failed the long break, we're coming back through the open. These are the critical levels most traders overlook. They're very free, common, easy levels, and I just mark them up on my 15-second chart. They are painting on other charts that I look at, but it's really easy to just bring them over. Notice as we smoke down here, we're going to go ahead and trail this for a plus 45 with our plus 45 trailing stop loss. Very significant levels we're trying to punch through here with these checkpoints. That's VWAP right below us with another checkpoint, 23.6 Fibonacci here. We're going down. We're going to trail as we hit that checkpoint and that VWAP with a plus 30. Trading is not only about being right, it's about actually extracting money from the market. That's why we trail and we pick targets. Now, where data is growing here really nicely, we're at this checkpoint, we're at VWAP, we're going to go ahead and try to get down to that value area low. That's our next level by yesterday's closing price down there. Of course, as the trade breaks through, we're going to do that trailing 30 again. What you have to realize is in these 3 last trades, we took 105 points out of the market very quickly. Now the market pulled back and we're trying to come back off that 23.6 back through this VWAP and try to smash through our checkpoint. We're making sure we're protecting these trades, and we're going to take a break even on this, and that's not a bad thing. Break even trades allow us to maintain our psychology. We're not trying to figure out what went wrong. We're protecting the trade from a statistical advantage point. All right, then we keep our psychology and our bank intact and look for the next opportunity. This is why it's so important to understand your tools. VWAP, we built a checkpoint right here because that's where price stalls out, as you can see. We're coming through this now, and this is why it's important to maintain your psychology. We found the next opportunity just a few minutes later. The break even just protects us, and it allows us to stay focused and in the game so you can re-enter and get back in. Look at this thing smash through our take profit, 46 points. All right, that last trade was at 10 o'clock. It's now 10:30. You can see the market traced back up all the way to VWAP. We came in. We're up 35 points. We did not lock at this checkpoint like we should have. We were trying to punch through it. Believe it or not, this is the Greek tragedy sometimes when you don't lock at your levels. We left 35 points on the table and end up with a break even on this trade, but that is okay. We have 309 points today. Here's the bottom line. If you're struggling as a trader, you have to be competent at applying your tools. We teach all of that, but the most important part is we're using that optimizer and that data so we know how to move from one level to the next in the trading session. If you're ready to transform the way you trade once and for all, click that button in the description below. Let's get on a quick call and see if the optimizer is the right solution for you.